Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights Live. We do shadow work by the moon here. And we're going live tonight because it's been a day, and I wanted to be on time. Dropping out cards already. Four of Swords, Page of Cups, Ten of Swords. I definitely think that with this Aries last quarter moon, we have kind of been put to a stop. I certainly did last night. I got a migraine from all that Aries energy coming on. Honestly, I had to sleep a lot, in order to put everything through the sieve that is sleep, in order to come to the conclusions that I needed to come to this morning and throughout the day. And then after that, I wanted to jump into this and do all of the reads and the things. I thought there was an incident with some shampoo in the carpet and in the kitchen. 50% of it was in the carpet, 50% of it was in the kitchen. Don't panic, that's what this is. I lost a chunk of hand to a mop today. And that's why we're going live. But yeah, stopping, thinking about what's the most important to us, what is the feeling that drives us the most, and allowing the things that we were feeling, the things that we are feeling, and the things that we're going to feel to put death to old ways of thinking. It's a renewal with a whole lot of emotion in it, new emotions, I guess. Especially the way the page in this deck is. The hopeless romantic. This camera thing. It's messing with my brain. But we're doing fine. We're doing good. No, the hopeless romantic of this Page of Cups is kind of the thing that we need to lean on at this point in order to put death to circumstances, situations, thought processes. So we have the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands coming out. With all of the kingliness, with all of the masculine energy, the discipline, not necessarily restriction, but knowing, man, the lighting is worse. The lighting is worse with this camera. We're live, Veronica. Quit titrating. Okay, going on. Page of Pentacles. Ah, that was what it was too. That Freudian slip right there, the Page of Pentacles, while I'm holding the King of Pentacles, was kind of what the realization that I came to was. That feeling of, how you've grown. You know, when you're a kid, every once in a while somebody would say that to you, whether they see you all the time or they don't see you very often. They look at you like, oh, you've gotten big. And I just wanted to remind everybody that even as adults, fully grown people, you can appear bigger to people who once thought that you were small. That reduction has everything to do with how we present ourselves, what we think about ourselves. And that's why we have King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is putting on a show, but we have all the pentacles to back up that show. We have all of the foundations to back up the show that we're putting on. Walking your talk right now is key. Keeping yourself in stride, in step. That last quarter Aries moon is time to get headstrong, to really solidify yourself in these new thoughts and ideas, these new feelings that are coming up with all of the Cancer energy going on as well. And I think that's why that hopeless romantic, that unconditional love is so necessary, because despite the chaos of the war that happened, of all of the wars since past, we still have to find a way to love ourselves, to love the world, and love the people around us like we've never been hurt before. Say all that. What's fallen? 2 cups. 2 cups is under the table. The alchemy, the team, the partnership. New connections as well. Once we put to death the things that we needed to, that's when we get to invite in new connections, new shine, sunshine. Good shine and darkness up in here. Yes. Like I've never been hurt. Yeah, I woke up and like I felt like I said, like all of the things, all of the pieces of like pain from my entire life were sieved out into the into my scope of awareness, and I was able to put all of those pieces together and draw a little line of like, oh, that was the reason for all the suffering. All the suffering was for this, because I would be way too hard-headed to ever have learned that lesson any other way. Don't you forget. We'll never forget the sneakiness, things that happened. We'll never let that go. But at the same time, just because we remember doesn't mean we can't love like we've never been hurt. Doesn't mean that we can't carry on and pick ourselves up and be bigger people. We're bigger people now because we remember. Oh, right. Don't go down that dark alleyway. If you have a bad vibe about that person, probably don't mess with them. Maybe just don't. Listening to your intuition, even if it puts you headlong into those hard lessons, because that's something that I had to do as well, was put myself through hard lessons. And I knew it. I remembered this morning that I knew. From the very second that I made these connections with these people, I was like, I saw something in you, and what I saw was my own healing. That's the vibe that I got, was a piece of myself that I felt like was stolen. And I think you can heal it. You can help me heal it. How can you help me heal it? By digging that sword in as far as it could possibly go, right into the heart, and twist it around a little bit. And that's how we're going to get to the core of the rot, of the root of the thing that actually has been driving me into these directions this whole time. Yeah. That was what that was like. I feel like there was something under here, but there was not. I usually keep these things short, but we're doing something different tonight. Feeling the vibe, branching out, doing new things. as we are not supposed to. I'm sorry, darling, I am not doing extra reads tonight. We are quite focused on our shadow work and the moon. The Aries moons like the attention. We give Leo a lot of guff for jumping out front, but Aries don't even ask for it. They just command it in the room. Once Aries enters the room, like, oh, there it is. Okay. It doesn't demand, it commands. Yeah, that's good Aries vibes there. Command the room, don't demand attention. So we can pull an oracle for us tonight. Yeah, there we can. But it's a little under the table. It's a little off the cuff. It's flitting past us. Death. What was it? My water oracles got like death, winter, and death. Like all of the different formulations of the end. Subject. It was all of the different formulations of like an ending, and that ending making way, making room for that new beginning, for that new alchemy, for pulling us all together. All of the elements, all of the pieces, all of those little puzzles that we've been working on inside of our heads. That eternal cycle begins here, begins now. Yes. Got some band vibes up in here. It's nice, it's nice. Makes me want to hang out. Now we got a vibe. Pull some cards. I don't know if I really need to read death, honestly, because like we've been talking on it this whole time. Just bringing in that ending, embracing it, accepting that it had to happen the way it had to happen, because we weren't going to learn it no other way. There wasn't no other way that you could convince us, not with how headstrong we were. I tell the universe all the time, you're going to have to beat me over the head with it before I understand, before I get it. And then I'm going to have to sleep for like a ridiculous amount of time. And then we're going to have to get put into some crazy Virgo cycle of cleaning the entire house because one thing got messy. Therefore, the whole house gets cleaned until we injure ourselves. And then we're like, oh, right. But it all came together. It all made for a beautiful evening. No, I don't have any more cards. I just love you guys so much. But thank you for coming out, and I hope you all have a fantastic last quarter moon. We'll see you all next time. Bye, loves.